welterweights are up next. Super Duper Bobby Cooper returns to Access TV for the first time in 5 years to face Ben the Baker Neumann in his first fight since going for the title a year ago. Stick around, LFA 41 rolls song. Back to the fights that take place in a cage. Minnesota product and fan favorite Ben Neumann, who made that pie. Pat Miletich had some earlier. I had some. Everyone's eating the baker's pies. They're delicious. He'll face off against Super Duper Bobby Cooper.
Ladies and gentlemen, corner Super Duper Bobby Cooper.
Of Missouri and representing Glory MMA and Fitness, it's 14-7 of Bobby Cooper training there with the James Krause. First fight on Access TV, Pat, since August of 2013, and is the number that stands out there out of his 13 victories is 9 decisions. He flat out said he has been a point-style fighter. He has really been trying to get more finishes, and they've been working on it.
You know, look at how many decision losses he has. So gone the distance in virtually almost all of his fights. But training with James Krause, Krause doing a great job down there in the Kansas City area. Great fighter himself, but doing a great job coaching also.
Going way back to 2013 for the last time Bobby Cooper fought on Access TV, took on Nick Compton at RFA 6.
Cooper likes to stand up and strike. Bit of a chaotic fighter. But we'll see if James Krause has tamed him a little bit and got his technique improved. Guy that obviously has great endurance, going the distance as much as he has. Would like to get a knockout in this one.
And now welcome his opponent, making his way to the red corner, Ben the Baker Neumann.
Oh yeah, the baker actually makes his own pies and cakes. What's your favorite, Pat?
Well, look, you know, I can't eat most of it, honestly, unfortunately, because it's all delicious. I have tried it, quite a bit of his things. But here's the thing. Everybody likes Ben. He's a very likable guy. They're applauding that. They love the guy, but they also love his cooking.
He is a fan favorite here. Cooks out of his own garage from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, 12-5. And no secret to his success, 11 of 12 wins coming via submission.
Having a talk with him yesterday, and I love the guy. He's a great person.
Yep.
And he said he never really wanted to work on his striking because he doesn't want to end up punch drunk when he's older. I go, well, that's actually probably counter to, you know, the thinking that I would say is at least work on the striking so that you can see things coming. You can defend yourself better, because he has gotten himself hurt by guys with a lot of power who can strike.
And speaking of that, it was in that title loss a year ago that we saw him take some strikes. But before that, he had 3 straight submission wins on Access TV.
He is a wizard on the ground. He's very, very sneaky with his submissions. But yeah, the striking he's definitely got to look out for tonight against Bobby Cooper.
Break down the numbers, tail of the tape. 32-year-old Neumann is a year older than Cooper. Both men stand 6'1", weighed in at 170. Neumann is longer in both the arms and legs.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA welterweight division. Brought to you tonight by Venom Fight Gear, the official glove of the LFA. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This striker stands 6'1", weighed in 170.2 pounds. He holds a professional record, 13 wins, 7 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout, 3 via submission. Training out of Glory MMA and Fitness, and fighting out of Knob Noster, Missouri, Super Duper Bobby Cooper. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a jiu-jitsu style fighter, standing 6'1", weighed in 170.6 pounds. The Ultra Professional record, 12 wins, 5 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout, 11 by way of submission. Training out of Warriors Cove and fighting out of White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Ben the Banker Neumann. Your referee in charge of the action, Travis Mateer.
All right, gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Expect a good, clean fight. Touch them up. Let's go to war.
Closing odds for this LFA welterweight bout by MMAOddsBreaker.com. Bobby Cooper is your underdog, coming in at +150.
Yeah.
The Baker, Ben Neumann, fan favorite here. He is the favorite, coming in at -190. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Ben, you ready? Let's fight!
Travis Mittner, he gets us going, and we are underway.
Bobby Cooper walking forward, not worried about the striking of Ben Neumann at all here.
Now, Cooper said, hey, I'm keeping it standing. I will KO him. Well, he said he's not really a fighter. He's a BJJ guy.
He is, and I mean, the number of victories he's gotten is pretty impressive for being a guy that just likes to do submission game.
Well, and it was interesting, Pat, when you were speaking with him yesterday, and you asked him flat out, you know, have you gone to a boxing gym? Have you worked on your stand-up? And he said, no, I haven't. You know, I am what I am, but you know, the fact, like you said, the benefit of going and just learning some striking could be huge for him.
Ben trying to latch on there, wanting to get this thing to the ground. Cooper scrambling. He knows Ben Neumann's skills and how tricky he is on the ground. Does not want to be there with him.
100% finishing rate for Neumann, 11 submission victories. He's got 7 first-round finishes as well. Cooper, not an easy guy to take out. He's only been finished once in his pro career.
Hey, settle, small. Thank you. Loop that front side for me again. Back, watch that.
And as Neumann eats a strike, he shoots in right away.
Shot with his arms out too wide, got underhooked, shut him down. You got to shoot with your elbows in next to your body. Go between your opponent's arms, underneath.
Get your fingers out of the fence.
Neumann locking the body up here.
Stay on him, keep the pressure. Have good urgency here, yes? Get up that control the wrist. Control the wrist.
Neumann trying to lift with that right arm on the underhook there. Neumann, nice job, beautiful.
Worked hard for that takedown. Still latched onto the body of Cooper.
Putting one hook in. Got creative there, threw in those legs behind and blocked the legs of Cooper to dump him.
Oh, and Neumann got a shot through. Chalk it up.
He's got to want to lift on that arm there.
And a knee to the face. And
that's legal.
Exactly.
He put one hand down. He's locking this up.
Cooper was talking to the ref, and it may have cost him.
Never look up. Ben Neumann trying to figure this out.
Oh, it dumps him right on his head.
Neumann, look for a transition here from Neumann. Will he hunt an arm as he slides off? Very good at transitions.
Bobby Cooper looking to survive here in the first round.
Nice job by Neumann to post up, get himself back up, centered up. Arm bar there, he snagged the arm on the way down. Look at him scissoring to squeeze.
Pick your shot,
So
Ben.
slick, Ben Neumann.
He's isolating his arm.
Cooper fighting to get out.
Look at him. Trying to go for the triangle setup. There it is. I'm telling you, man, his transitions on the ground are smooth. And we're seeing the triangle now. Cooper getting out of that.
Good on Bobby Cooper to survive that submission onslaught from Ben Neumann. Under a minute to go, round 1. Neumann shoots in.
Look at him body lock, long arms.
45 seconds. Keep it up. Hey, have your elbow, wrist control. Stay out. Keep the pressure. Run up to the underhook. Get off that whizzer here. Pressure on the right side. Yes. Come up. Hit it up. 30 seconds, bub. Yep.
Oh, look at him trapping the arm behind his back.
Control the head here. Step
Taking his back again.
Control the wrist. Keep that wrist.
Hard knee to the thigh.
Hard knee. That echo
Yes. That
is all over the place.
Neumann nice enough to point to the spot on the skull that he wants to hit and ask the referee if he can do it. The opponent, Bobby Cooper.
Taking his time getting up.
Yeah, I don't know how much he was hurt by that.
See, both fighters go back into their corners.
Ben Neumann here, locked up on that leg. Now watch how he slips his foot in behind. Does a butterfly guard basically to the back of the legs, which buckles the knees. And look at him get his hips up in time there to take his back again. And here's the knee to the head. It's legal now if you bait an opponent by putting your fingers down like that to save yourself. It's legal now to knee them in the head.
Right.
That no longer saves you.
That was nasty, right on the head of Cooper. Glad he didn't injure his neck.
And watch him punt the leg out after the knee to the head. Boop. Tricky stuff.
Ben, you ready? Bobby, you ready? Let's fight.
We will check in with Phoenix in Bobby Cooper's corner.
James Krause was basically just telling him to understand his basics, you know, when he clinches up, not to let him put his hands together. If he claps his hands, he's going to get that takedown. He wants him to push his head down and also shook him off. Just, you know, keep it simple.
Thank you, Phoenix. James Krause, one of the best. 5-0 in the RFA back in the day. 6-3 in the UFC.
Neumann fighting his way in here.
Neumann does have one TKO victory. His only non-submission win came in his pro debut, Pat.
Guessing that was a ground and pound. That was a ground and pound TKO, bud.
Still a TKO.
Willing to bet on that one.
I think that's a safe bet. Safe bet.
Neumann weathers the storm again to get locked up here against the cage. Ben's obviously a lot stronger than he looks.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Knows how to use his leverage well. And actually very skinny for a baker.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be eating all the profits.
It's the pie diet. I'm not sure. Man, those are good. I'm telling you. Google Ben Neumann, the baker. And he handed it out, pies to everyone that bought tickets through him here at LFA 41.
Not a bad deal.
No, everyone ruined their diet here in Minnesota.
Key lock here, attempt by Cooper. Now he goes underneath the arm to lift. Tried to punt the leg out again. Going back to the well on his trick.
Spin attempt there from Cooper.
Cooper was hunting the neck there, but unsuccessful. Neumann relentless on these takedowns. Staying glued to Cooper. Look at him shooting that leg across. Locking the leg to him.
Don't grab.
TKO to Derek Krantz. We will see him in action next week at LFA 42 from Branson, Missouri. It was a tough one, no doubt about it. Neumann suffered a concussion. Fight probably should have been stopped earlier, but Neumann took the time to get healthy.
Krantz not a good matchup for Mr. Neumann. Krantz a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Powerful guy, very heavy punches.
Bobby, I need an underhook. When you get it, I need you to jack it up.
Cassius Kane will be Derek Krantz's opponent next week, LFA 42, Branson, Missouri. Hope you can join us then. Ben Neumann continues to be all over Bobby Cooper as we hit the 2-minute mark, round 2, scheduled for 3.
Getting a little bit high here. Figure 4 in the body, trying to work his way back up. As you saw the first time this happened. Yep, there's the transitions. He's looking for something else.
Good, very good. You need to go to work here, bro. You need to go to work here. Get after this kid. Watch the arm here. Go to work here. Stay. Hands on the inside. Big punches here. I need big shots here.
Be interesting to see if Cooper backs out, just gets back up.
Turn the elbow. Watch that arm.
Watch your fingers.
You got 1.5 left, bud. Hey, start
Newman, a third-degree brown belt.
Attack the body and then the head.
Hickson
I need
Gracie.
hands on the inside biceps. Both of them. I need you to go to work here, bud. Go to work. Big. Just posture up here. Posture up here. Watch out. Watch your arm on the left side.
Cooper grinding that head down into
big punches. Big shots. Big shots.
Newman's cheek.
Watch that
Trying to stay heavy.
Get on the inside.
Feeding. I tell you what, man, you've got to be on your toes with Ben. He is constantly hunting submissions.
Big elbow here. Watch it. Nice elbow. Shrug your shoulders. Shrug your shoulders. Square him up. Square him up.
James Krause, you can see in the background, talking to him.
Inside, you need to go to work, bro. Get on there. Go to work. Let's keep it. Got 40 seconds. Hey, stand up. I want you to stand up and start raining stuff. Let's go. We need to get to work here. Watch that. Don't be stupid now.
Approaching 30 to go. Second round.
Put the hand on the mouth here. Solid space. Solid space. Nice. Beautiful.
Newman taking some shots now as Bobby Cooper starts to drop some leather.
Those hammer fists got the ball started for him.
It's almost done. Don't stop. Don't stop, everybody. Keep going.
Ben Newman covering up. Bobby Cooper unloading.
He's trying to tie up that wrist. He was reaching for it over and over.
Big knee gets through. Newman goes down. Maybe baiting Cooper, and the bell sounds. Strong finish by Bobby Cooper. May have stole him that round. And just like that, Bobby Cooper opens up, delivering punishment.
Unloaded with those hammer fists to get the ball rolling, like I said.
You're dead.
James Krause talking to him.
Look at him.
Nice and calm cornering there.
Bobby, look at me. If you put one good punch on this kid, he's going to fold. You understand? Look at me. You put one good punch on him.
Stay tight. The more you can land strikes, he's got to be getting tired. He's doing a lot of explosive movements, okay? The more you can try to land these strikes, the better. Those strikes, those knees. He's slipping out a lot of the triangles and arm bars, so there might be a better opportunity to stand
You're
up.
going to finish him right here, okay? When you go, don't fucking stop. It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes, okay? It's 5 minutes, bro. All right? Big breath for me, okay? Big breath for me.
Like that advice from James Krause. 5 minutes. I think that Cooper may have stole that round as the Ben Newman Baker fans cheer on their fighter from White Bear Lake, Minnesota. But Bobby Cooper having a good time. Finished that second round strong. Third and final round. And let's check in with Phoenix.
I was in the Baker's corner, and they want him to stay tight and try to land strikes, but he just went straight down. He said, look, he's slipping out. He's got to be tired because he was doing a lot of explosive movements, so they want to exploit the fact that Cooper's tired.
Ben getting the leg in again.
And it looks like Ben Newman may be cut.
Ben tried to roll through to come up on top. Wasn't able to complete the roll through. And you are right, Ben is bleeding a tad bit.
Opened up. Hey, Pat, we didn't see it, but who did you give that second round to?
I thought Cooper stole the round. Ben was winning the round just because of position and submission attempts, but Cooper definitely with that flurry, he did some damage.
If that's the case and the judges agree, we are even up at 1 round apiece, and this could be the third and decisive round. Good shot there as Ben Newman cut open.
Nice shot by Cooper sliding over into half guard, got that foot hooked inside, keeping that guard open. Ben got that shin across the waist, trying to block him out, block his path.
Well, and a question coming into this fight, too, was the mental state of Ben Newman, Pat. I mean, he came in, he not only lost his first title fight, but he took a beating from Derek Krantz.
He seemed pretty upbeat to me, though. I mean, he understood the situation, and he even said it himself. Derek Krantz is a monster. Got myself in trouble. Definitely got a concussion.
Took his time to get healthy.
Yeah, no, smart to do that. I think that he, you know, he's got another profession. Not in a rush to get back in the cage. not doing this because he wants to make money off of it. He loves it. He loves what he's doing.
Great point. 32 years old. Neumann said he'll probably only fight till he's 37.
Cooper just made a huge mistake jumping. Tried to pull guard with a guillotine, and Ben saw that coming. Ben's taking the neck, buddy.
Too late.
Ben had that arm across the neck for a second there. Cooper needs to get up and out of there.
Yeah, good call, Pat. Cooper realized right away, wait, I probably shouldn't have done that. I heard his corner yelling too.
Oh, man. That's my fighter. I'm definitely chewing him out for that.
Cooper manages to get back on his feet. Great action here in the LFA welterweight division between Cooper and Neumann.
Taking the back again. There he is, blocking the leg. Needs to straighten that leg hard, though, when he tries to take him down.
Work, man, it's work. Gotta do something with it, Ben.
Wow.
Neumann drags him back to his world.
Again, trying to walk that arm across. Heel kick to the abdomen.
That'll leave a mark.
Those hurt. Look at him locking this up. Talk about a gamer.
Baker going for another submission victory.
My goodness.
Taking his time.
Break this, turn in. Get your back to the mat now.
Ben trapping the arm with the leg. You only got half a defense now.
Get this hand out, work that hand out, yes.
Not the spot that Bobby Cooper wants to be in. Under a minute to go, final round.
Could be a bit of a dreadful East. That's tight, that's getting tight.
Oh,
he got the hand down.
Let's it go, Bobby Cooper. Still battling, struggling to get up.
That's a very tight figure four on the body. Needs to arch into that hard. You can submit people with that. If you just arch into it hard, you really can injure the lower spine. That's where he needs to arch, right there. Cooper turned just in time.
Hey, spin here, let's go.
There's trapping the arm again.
Elevate that.
Constantly on the attack.
Without a doubt, relentless. And after a strong finish in that second round for Bobby Cooper, Ben Neumann comes back in this third round.
Trying to finish again.
And Ben Neumann all over Cooper in that final round. Fighters discussing what just went down in the LFA octagon. And the Baker hats are out here in Minnesota. Neumann looking to come back after that tough title fight loss. Been over a year since that fight went down at LFA 12.
Ben Neumann got this takedown. Beautiful job by him. Relentless on his attacks. A beautiful hacking elbow or two there from Cooper also made Ben start to protect that side of his head. And here's Cooper pulling guard and going for a guillotine. You can see Neumann saw it coming a mile away and just hopped across to protect his neck. That was like day one jiu-jitsu stuff for Neumann to defend. And then watch Neumann here. Kicks that leg out again. It's effective. He does it well. And Neumann finished the fight here, constantly hunting the neck. Wasn't able to get the finish, but he stayed on the hunt.
He was working for it. There's no doubt about that. Ben Neumann all over Bobby Cooper. Pat, how'd you have it scored?
Well, Ben Neumann had number 1 and number 3 in terms of rounds. Cooper stole the second round with that flurry at the end, but I think Ben's got this one, buddy.
I'm with you on that one. I gave it to Cooper too. It was a strong way to end that second round. Did a lot of damage to the Baker.
but then it was all Neumann in the third. Let's see if the judges agree. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges scored about 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Ben the Baker Neumann.
Well, the fans here in Minnesota finally have something to cheer about. Their man, the Baker, Ben Neumann, rebounds nicely from his title fight loss last year. Wasn't easy, but Ben Neumann continued to work at it, survived a tough second round, and gets the victory, improves to 13-5. Coming up.